Okay, so like Mrs. Meisner said, I'm a student too, just like you guys, but at a bigger school. Have you guys heard of UNR before? Yeah, where's it at? No, in Reno. It's a big college in Reno.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Wolf Pack. You guys heard of the Wolf Pack? Yeah. So they're at UNR. And one of my classes is on children's books. And so this week I was looking for fairy tales. Have you guys heard of fairy tales before? What's a fairy tale? Kinda. So it's a story, and it's got characters, and sometimes what are the special about fairy tale characters?
Like Hermit the Crab? Is it, Hermit the...
Oh, Kermit the Frog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's special about Kermit the Frog?
It's Hermit. It's not Kermit.
No, Kermit?
Yeah. It's a fairy tale story.
Do you know a lot of frogs that can talk?
No. Yeah. No. Not at all.
Are there a lot of frogs that walk on two legs?
No.
Not usually. So that's what makes the character special. What else?
Like a cow could jump over a moon.
Yeah, very good.
That's
It's not true, but it's still a story, right, that somebody wrote. It doesn't have to be true. Like fairies and fairy godmothers and wicked stepmothers and castles and princes and princesses, all that stuff. Some of it's true, but not all of it, right? Okay. How many of you have heard of Little Red Riding Hood before? Okay. What's Little Red Riding Hood about?
I forgot.
Okay. Who wants to help him?
It's like about a wolf.
So there's a little girl, right? And what does she wear?
A hood.
What color?
Red.
Red Riding Hood, right? And so she's got a grandma, and grandma's sick, so she's going to walk through the forest to take her some snacks and stuff. And what's in the forest?
The big
A
bad
wolf.
wolf.
Right, big bad wolf. And the wolf kind of runs ahead of her to grandma's house and does what? You guys
Try
know?
to take them out.
Tries to be grandma, right? She puts on grandma's clothes and hides in the bed and pretends to be, grandma, what big eyes you have and what big teeth you have and all that stuff, right?
You mean like two guys walking through the Little Red?
And they trapped grandma in the closet.
That's right.
You mean like two little pigs opening the red?
Could be. Well, there's different kinds of stories. So Red Riding Hood is a story, but there can be different kinds of Red Riding Hood, right?
Yeah,
Some of it has pigs. There's a cartoon movie about Red Riding Hood, right? And there's police animals, and they're chasing after grandma, and grandma skis and stuff, right? Okay. So today,
I have that one.
yeah, it's a good one. Today I'm going to read you a Cajun version of Red Riding Hood. Has anybody heard of the word Cajun before? What does Cajun mean?
It means a story that's fake.
No, but Cajun, it's like, you guys heard of France before? People who speak French and stuff like
Yeah, I
that?
have cousins from France, but they don't speak French.
Well, there's a spot, have you heard of New Orleans before?
Yeah.
And down by Florida, there's some French people down there who speak Cajun, and it's like they have an accent and they use different vocabulary. Do you guys know what vocabulary is? It's different words for different stuff. So I'm going to we're going to pull out the book, and we're going to go over some words, and we're going to try to remember what all the French words mean. I don't speak French, so I'm going to need your guys' help when they come up in the story, okay? So we'll see how that goes. So here's the story. It's called Petite Rouge. What do you think Petite Rouge Riding Hood means?
Red Riding Hood.
So rouge is red, and petite means little. So Little Red Riding Hood. Let's find our vocabulary. Oh, I'm going to have to turn off one of them. I'm going to turn off the light so don't go to sleep on me, okay?
Okay, we'll go ahead.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. I can't even see these. I need some help.
there we go.
I can't see stuff.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, I think I can see.
Let me try to zoom in a little bit here. This fancy machine.
Oh yeah.
There we go, getting there. Oh, all right.
Oh,
Okay, that's better. Okay. Adieu. What does adieu mean? Anybody know?
It means
What?
It means end.
No, it means goodbye. So you guys, when I say that, what is it going to mean?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Good. This one's called boudin. Boudin means sausage. So what does boudin mean?
Sausage.
Okay, doing good. This one is étouffée. That one's kind of a weird one, but it means it's covered in sauce when it's cooking, like soup and juice and stuff. So what does étouffée mean?
Covered in sauce.
Covered in sauce, right. This one is filet, and it means seasoning, like salt and pepper seasoning. So when I say filet, it's going to mean
Seasoning.
seasoning. Good, seasoning. This one is grandmère. What do you think grandmère means?
Grandma.
Grandma. Very good. So that one's an easy one. Gumbo. Has anybody ever eaten gumbo before?
Gumbo.
No, it's like a fancy stew. It's like a soup with big chunks of seafood and crawdads and stuff.
Yeah, I ate that at my home.
So that's what gumbo is. Gumbo is stew. This one is may we. That one only comes up once, so you're gonna have to listen carefully. But may we means yes, like oui oui. Okay, so what does may we mean?
Yes.
Yes, good. Okay. This one is pirogue. Pirogue is a canoe. It's like a little boat.
Oh, it was a
No, close. So what's pirogue?
canoe.
Canoe. Very good. Okay, last one. S'il vous plaît means yes, please. So what's s'il vous plaît?
Yes, please.
All right, we're good to go. You better not go to sleep. Okay, like I said, this is Cajun, and I don't speak French. So I'm going to try my best Cajun accent, so don't laugh at me too much, okay? So which one of those characters is Red Riding Hood, do you think?
The little one.
The little red one, right? But in this story, her name's going to be Petite Rouge Riding Hood, right? Because what does Petite Rouge mean? Little red. Very good.
Or you could read it in a regular way.
Oh, no, that's no fun. Because it has Cajun vocabulary, so I gotta say, you'll hear the funny sounding words, and you'll tell which ones are different. Because it's a different version of Red Riding Hood. It's not a people version, it's an animal version. Okay, well, let me see. It says, back in the swamp where that Spanish moss grow, I heard me a story from long time ago. In a little old house that been built out of wood, live a girl people call Petite Rouge Riding Hood. One day when her grandmère, what's grandmère? Grandma came down with the flu, Petite Rouge mama told her what she got to do. Take her this gumbo. What's gumbo?
Stew.
Stew, very good. And three or two sweater and some of this boudin.
Canoe?
Sausage. Sausage. Yeah. And gonna make her feel better. So she got in her basket all her gumbo and her sweaters and her boudin. She's on her way. And that's her cat she's going to take with her. We'll find out his name here in a second. You can take the pirogue. What's that?
Canoe.
Canoe. Very good. With that big long push pole, then there's just one more thing that you need to be told. Don't stop in the swamp. Don't you stop on the way. Because the swamp's full of gators, shed. That's where they stay. So you take that cat in the pirogue with you. What's pirogue? Canoe. And bring yourself home just as soon as you true. Petite Rouge take that food and her cat Cajun too. Then jump in that pirogue. What's that?
Canoe.
Canoe. Like she told to do. Mama wave adieu. What's adieu?
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. And Cajun he waved back as he float through the swamp where that water looked back. Does that pirogue, does that canoe look very safe?
No.
What's that right there?
A little patch.
It's a patch. What do patches do?
If there's
Who said cover up holes? They cover up holes. Boats with holes don't float very well. Yeah. They don't be gone long when they see by a stump a big long green log that got plenty of bump. That log it come close to the pirogue and say, what's pirogue?
Canoe.
Now what you two doing out here? S'il vous plaît? What's s'il vous plaît?
Got alligator.
No.
Duck.
Please. Yes, please. S'il vous plaît? It was Claude, that old gator, Petite Rouge got a hunch. That old Claude thinking he'd like to have her for lunch. We taking this food to my grandmère, she say. What's grandmère?
Grandma.
And I got me this pole, so you get out the way. It's kind of hard to see, but you see that little stick she's holding right there?
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to worry that gator right there? No. Does he look worried?
No.
Yeah.
He's hungry.
No. He looks hungry, yeah. Pardon, mademoiselle, I don't mean to be rude. I just thinking that maybe you share some of your food. A taste of that boudin. What's boudin?
Soup.
No.
Stew.
No. Who had sausage?
Sauce.
Sausage. Oh, shrimp étouffée. Who had étouffée? What's étouffée?
Two.
That's all that I want, then I'll get out the way. Petite Rouge raised that pole way up high in the air, and she look at old Claude and she give him a stare. I'm counting to 3, and if you still there, this pole gonna hit you where you part your hair. Do gators have hair?
No.
And when she say 1, old Claude back out the way, he know that the girl sure enough mean what she say. How many fingers is the little Cajun holding up there? 2?
0. 1.
He's got 3 little fingers there, so he's already counting. And that gator looked worried. Should the gator be worried, you think?
No. It's just a duck.
Yeah, just a duck with a little stick. Then little Petite Rouge pushed that pirogue again, and old Claude closed his eyes, and old Claude started to grin. I got an idea, and I know what to do. I'll get me that food and that little girl too. That gator swim fast, and then quick as the mouse, be up on the porch at Grandma's old house. Was Grandma?
Grandma.
Grandma. Does Grandma's house look pretty stable and safe and good?
No.
Yeah, it looks kind of rickety. Does it look like it's safe from the gator?
No.
Yeah, he's just climbing out of the water, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's not good for a duck to be there. Oh, there's Grandmère, all sick in her bed. He opened the door and then stick in his head, and then he see Grandmère asleep in the bed. He try to tiptoe so she don't hear no sound, but his tail bumped the shelf and 2 cups fall down. When they hit the floor, what do you think they say?
Who's there?
Do you know what that word is right there?
Who's there?
It says crash, because they hit the floor. It break both them cup, and Grandmère she hear it, and Grandmère wake up. Sacre, she exclaimed, I know this ain't right. Then she run in the closet and locked that door tight. Ha ha, old Claude laughed, you can hide, that's okay. In fact, it's more better with you out the way. So what's the gator gonna do now?
Pretend to dress up. Dress up like he's gonna.
Yep. You see him there, he's putting on Grandma's clothes, it's kind of hard to see.
Huh?
There, he's kind of, sort of, yeah. He's putting on Grandma's clothes. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna fit very good. Claude put on the nightgown and Grandmère's nightcap, then jump in the bed like he taking a nap. He pull up the covers around his big old green head and pretend that he's Grandmère just lying in bed. And sure enough, right soon there's a knock at the door, and Claude say, come in, what you stay outside for? And in walk Cajun and Petite Rouge Riding Hood, and they look at that Grandmère and she don't look good. Petite Rouge she say, Grandmère, your face it's all green, and your skin got them bumps, now what do that mean? What's he wearing on his nose?
Little fake beak.
A little fake beak, a bill, right? That's what ducks have, bill. What about his feet?
Flippers.
He's got little flippers, yeah. He's trying to look like Grandmère, but is he working?
No.
Looking kind of green and bumpy. Old Claude make a smile and he say, it's that flu. It make me all green with them bumps, that's for true. Why don't you come closer, cause I want to see all that good food you mama don't cook for poor me. Petite Rouge Riding Hood and then Cajun the cat, they take a step closer from where they was at. Petite Rouge she say, Grandmère, I know you been sick, but I think my eyes be playing on me a trick. You mouth kinda big and your nose kinda long, and I got me a feeling that something bad wrong. I been rubbing my nose with them tissues, say Claude, and my nose look funny cause I rub it too hard. You guys ever get sick and rub your nose a lot with tissue and it kinda hurts a little bit?
No.
Yeah, sometimes. What are they measuring his beak with? You see it? Tape measure, yeah, so they're trying to figure out what's going on. Now come one step closer, said Claude kinda sweet, cause I tinkin' that maybe it's about time to eat. Petite Rouge and Cajun get up real close. When Claude smiled, Cajun turned white as them ghosts. Petite Rouge, she said, Grandmère, your teeth big and white, and Cajun and me know that something ain't right. And that's when Claude laughed and he say, oh, mais oui. Who had mais oui? Yes.
Oh my.
Yes. Oh, yes, it ain't right for you, but it's sure right for me. What's he holding in his hand there?
Fork.
Fork. So yeah, he's definitely ready to eat.
Definitely really easy.
Yeah, for sure. Claude, throw off them sheet. Petite Rouge shout, aye, it's that gator who wanna make lunch out of me. Claude crawl out the bed and then onto the floor. Then Petite Rouge know she got some trouble for sure. What's in his other hand? Can you see that?
A plate.
A plate, yeah, so he's good to go. But Cajun the cat, y'all, he know what to do. He's smart for a cat, you know that for true. What's that? Hot sauce. When Claude turn his back, Cajun run to the table and jump up on top just as fast as he able. He find him the bottle that say red hot sauce. Then he reach back his arm and he give it a toss. He see Petite Rouge catch the sauce in her hand, then he pull out that basket a piece of boudin. Remember what boudin is? Sausage! Very good. What do you think he's going to do with the hot sauce and sausage? Could be. He tossed that boudin just when Claude start to hiss. Cajun cross his fingers and hope she don't miss. Petite Rouge watched that boudin come fly through the air. Then she reach up and catch it. But guess who right there? That's right, it was Claude. Petite Rouge knew one thing. Oh, Claude's mouth ain't open cause he liked to sing. She take that hot sauce and for you count to 2, she soaked that boudin with that sauce through and through. She shoved that boudin right in front of Claude's nose. Just about the same time, Claude done snap his jaws closed. So that's what boudin looks like. Looks like sausages. With all kinds of hot sauce on there. He think he done bite Petite Rouge Riding Hood, and at first Claude be thinking, she tastes pretty good. But then he stopped chewing and closed both his eyes. Then sit up and think, maybe he gonna die. He make them backflip because that boudin's so hot, and the next thing you know, his tail tied and damn knot. He dance all around, he don't know what to do. His mouth feel like fire, his nose burning too. Looks like it's pretty hot stuff, huh? His tail's all tied in a knot. What do you think he's gonna do now that he's on fire?
Blow up?
Could be. What else could he do? How do you put out a fire?
Fire extinguisher.
Or
Of water.
water. So into the swamp with his mouth open wide, Claude jump on that water to cool off inside. And then from that closet, Grandmère she peek out, cause she want to see what be making Claude shout. You guys know what that is?
A rat? No, a lobster.
It looks like a lobster. Has anybody ever had crawdad before?
Yeah, I've had crab.
Crawdads, yeah, it's a crawdaddy. They have lots of those down in the swamp. I don't know what that is. It looks kind of like a piranha, but I don't think so.
It's a fish.
It is a fish.
I think it's a purple piranha.
And when she see Claude in that swamp jumping around, she come out the closet and dance up and down. Then Grandmère Cajun and Petite Rouge Riding Hood be roll on that floor and they laugh themselves good. Then Grandmère stand up and she dust off her clothes. She say, "Whoo, that food sure smell good to my nose. Now pull up some chair and let's take a look at all the good food your mama done cook." And soon they all eatin' that shrimp etouffee, boudin and gumbo with lots of filet. That was 4 words. Remember what those were? What's boudin?
Sausage.
Sausage. It's etouffee?
Hot sauce.
No, it's the stuff covered in liquid and juice and stuff. What about gumbo? Who had gumbo?
Soup.
Soup, yeah. And lots of filet. Who had the filet, like the salt and pepper?
Sugars.
Seasonings, yeah. So they all eating the good food. And there's little Tejan, he's got a chicken leg in his hand.
And there's a mouse.
There is a mouse. And cheese. Yeah, we're just reading a book. It's almost lunchtime, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too. And one day all through, Petite Rouge tell Grandmère, go sit yourself down in your big rocking chair. Grandmère she sat down with Tejan in her lap, and soon Petite Rouge and them all take them nap. And folks in the swamp say that sometimes they see old Claw hanging around that old stump of a tree. What's the little mouse got in his hand?
Shrimp.
Shrimp, a bunch of shrimp.
Another mouse.
There is. What's he got in his hand?
A chicken leg?
A chicken leg. And what about that one?
What? Cake.
He's got a piece of cake.
Yeah.
And look at little Tejan. Is he all the way asleep? See his one little eyeballs open over there? Yeah, he's waiting for the mice. Maybe he's going to have a snack too.
Or does he just sleep with the
He probably just sleeps with an eye open. Because Claude, that old gator, he finally cooled down, but when he see people now, he don't come round. Oh, Claude reckon people be too hot to eat. He don't know that do hot sauce done made all the heat. Oh, Claude, he been tricked, so it all worked out good for Tejan, Grandmère, and Petite Rouge Riding Hood.
I wonder what he
So what does that sign say?
Don't feed this gator?
Yeah, don't feed this gator. And then no feed gator. And what about that one?
No. I.
Little. That one's little.
No little red.
Cajun. That's
Little. Right. Allowed.
allowed. Very good. So no little Cajun girls around. He was not seeing more Cajun girls.
That one and that one.
Let's see. What does that one say? It's not spelled right. It said, please don't feed alligator. He's had enough to eat for today. And then what does that one say? It's kind of hard to read.
No.
No Grandmère. What's Grandmère?
Grandma, no.
No little girls. And
No cat.
no cats. He's had enough of Grandma's, little girls, and cats for the day. Did you guys like that story?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, huh?
What's on the back?
What's on the back?
It
Yeah,
just
that's
tells about the story.
Yeah. It's just, yeah, it's called a synopsis. It's what kind of little short thing about what the whole story is about.
Yeah.
And then this one down here, it's about the author. The author's name is Mike Artell. And then the person, do you know what the person who's called who draws all the pictures in the book?
Illustrator.
Illustrator, very good. His name is Jim Harris.